In this video, we will take a look at those organs which play a big role in speech sounds production. Two key areas to identify in the production of sound are the nasal cavity, which is a fixed part mostly known as the inside of the nose. It assists the production of nasal sound like M or N when it is available. And the oral cavity, a place for resonance where some speech organs are located. It allows to modify the shape of the sound. Its action takes place when the nasal cavity is not available, and vice versa. The vocal organs are parts of the body used in speech sound production. They are also called the speech organs or the articulators. First, we have the lungs. They are the initiators of the speech sound production and provide the airstream needed to create sound. Related to this, and based on the direction, the airstream needed for speech sound production could be aggressive when the air comes out of the mouth, or ingressive when the air flows into the mouth. On the same hand, this effect manages to create air pressure on the airstream when used on the specific organs working on certain sound production, which leads to create fortis pressure, in which case a significant muscular effort is needed to drive air out of the body while producing sound. This is noticeable in sounds production like p, t, k, and Linus pressure, which demands little muscular effort in order to drive air out of the body. This is noticeable in sounds like b, g, or d. The larynx. The larynx is a sound and resonance source located at the top of the trachea, which also regulates respiration and holds the vocal folds. The vocal cords. The vocal cords are elastic tissues capable of movement which help the sound production by vibrating or not. They also regulate the airflow and provide articulation in various positions. The first one is close. This position allows them to get into vibration due to the interaction with the airflow coming from the lungs. In this case, the type of sound that is produced is a voiced sound. This is noticeable in sounds like v or g, and apart. This occurs when the vocal cords are totally opened, causing them not to get into vibration and producing a voiceless sound. The glottis. The glottis is the aperture between the vocal cords. It helps the production of sound. The pharynx. The pharynx is the passageway of the airflow to the nasal cavity and the oral cavity, which also serves as a place for resonance and articulation. The epiglottis. The epiglottis prevents the swallowing of solid and liquid things into the airways. The tongue. The tongue is the most active speech organ and the main articulator. It is divided into 5 parts: the tip, the blade, the front, the back, and the root. Its action in both vowels and consonant sounds production requires the involving of the different parts of the tongue. The tongue is raised at some levels which differentiates a vowel or a consonant sound from another, according with the part of the tongue which is working, mainly because of its height or its vagueness. The velum or soft palate. It facilitates the production of nasal sounds when the nasal cavity is available. This is called velum lowered or velic opening position, and the production of oral sound when the oral cavity is available. This is called velum raised or velic closer position. It also facilitates the articulation for sounds like g, wa. The hard palate. This is a fixed anatomical structure located over the blade of the tongue, which serves as a place of articulation and due to it has no movement. The alveolar ridge. This is also a fixed place which serves for articulation, located at the back of the upper teeth and over the tip of the tongue. The lips. Their action is mainly noticed in vowel sound, where they can assume various positions, being them rounded or labialization, where the production of sound is released with a rounded position. This is noticeable in sounds like O or G. Spread or unrounded. This is the opposite of rounding. The lips are away from each other. This is noticeable in sounds like I or E, or neutral, not rounded or spread. This is noticeable in sounds like A. The teeth. They serve as a place of articulation which helps the shaping of the airflow and help the production of dental, interdental, and labiodental sound.